This video has been brought to you by Contract with Don 1000. The only way that two brothers can almost win one event? Oh wait, both brothers both have wins now. So I want to talk about the YCS today, and I wanted to discuss the potential that we almost had another brother versus brother event. Imran getting gypped out at 33rd place, and Faisal winning YCS San Diego, and just some typical format developments. So let's dig in to today's video, shall we? Alright, so a lot of you guys have been like, Robbie, talk about the YCS. Talk about it. What happened? Talk about Spyrals and Trickstars and things like that. Alright, I heard y'all. Need to calm down. Alright, we're here. Alright, so what's up, YouTube? Mega Capital G here, giving you guys a fantastic what the heck happened at YCS San Diego profile. No shade being thrown. I always wanted to do that. So we need to talk about this YCS because the regional results that we've been getting with the top cut results of the YCS, they're not 1+1. So first thing I want to say here, Rogue has been doing a lot better at regionals lately. This has been no real big stranger if you've played this format or started to play this format since Spiral got hurt. This is a very rare time in the game's history where Tier 2, Paleo, Masterpiece, and all them, they're able to beat out things like Spyrals and whatnot, because at regional level events, more strategies shine. And we've definitely seen Trickstars, or not Trickstars, we've seen True Draco, Paleozoic, and even to a lesser degree this week. There was one Magical Musketeer that topped in France. And I would even consider to a lesser extent ABC being in like that Tier 2 bracket. But because of the amount of outs and solid things that these decks can do to play against these formats, Tier 1 is not being all that aggressive at regional level. Now, for higher levels events like this, people are going to take their chance and they're going to play Spirals. And the top cut numbers are not going to lie to you. Literally look at this. 17 Spirals, 6 Pendulum Magicians, 1 Spiral Magician. I made that joking video earlier today about playing Spiral Pendulum Magician. Is it viable? And it topped. And then, of course, 7 Trickstars and 1 ABC. ABC was Rogue. ABC went to 3rd place, alright? Let that sink in for a minute, alright? You had a deck that I honestly would have considered. I considered ABC like near the bottom. I considered Paleo and Masterpiece Turbo to literally be better than what we'd be generating here. But to no avail. ABC did its job. He got into top cut. He knew what he was doing. And there were a lot of interesting innovations this weekend. Spiral Tough was seeing a lot more play, which is definitely... I thought we would have strayed a lot further away from Tough. But if your opponent happens to break your board and things like that, and also Tough is one of those cards that you can miss and not really care. It doesn't really hurt you. You know, Tough was one of those cards that we were seeing more towards the side decking area. And at the YCS, he was being really big. Also, Cyframe Gamma. Gamma was really coming into the light. I mean, we've seen Gamma being played, and we've seen Draw and Lockbird being played. The Cheesebird combo, which is Draw and Lockbird, Tricks Reincarnation, the literal absolute bullshit of what's been going on with this format. You know, but to no avail. Trickstars showing up in the second highest representation, Spiral. But it looks like once Top Cut started getting along with things, Spiral's domination kind of faded away. You know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Spirals in top 16. Oh, Robbie, that's still very representative of the number. I mean, okay, sure, you can have your bone. Everyone knows that Spirals are the best deck in the format at the moment. You'd be living under a rock to say that it wasn't. It has the best, not consistency. The 2-card combos are pretty much what makes it the best, and like the boards it shits out. But stupid things like World Chalice, I mean, being able to end on double Firewall, if it's that person's day and they're just absolutely better than you, then they're going to get there. Also, it literally seems once we start getting further into Top Cut, it's really weird because Trickstar becomes an even better deck. Now, I don't know if this is just some weird pressure mentality that players have, but do you want your tournament career to be ended by Trickstar? And it's really weird because the more I think about it, Reincarnation is a hell of a card, and I think that thing should get limited and follow suit in Japan, but a lot of people are still going to think that Spyrals need to be checked. But it is the best deck, yeah, but it's looking at like regional level, like people are playing enough outs to counter this, and it's interesting to see. So I don't know, but Spyrals are very dominant. There was a lot of good rogue throughout the day, and of course our boy Faisal Khan ended up winning it. Now, if you guys don't know who Faisal is, we almost had another brother to brother event. And unfortunately, down here in Top Cut, you know who got 33rd place? You know, you guys always wonder, you're like, oh man, who's going to get that salty 33rd? That guy that does not get to play in Top Cut, the one that is one strand away. Well, it was Faisal's brother. The one thing that stopped him at the last YCS was Faisal's brother. Of course, we had the brother-to-brother finals, and it's very rare. I don't think we've ever had that in the game's history. But oh man, Imran ended up getting 33rd, and of course Faisal running it back with Spyrals, beating Trickstars. Now, I haven't watched the match. I believe Faisal was playing, I believe, tough in some capacity, so that wasn't anything to be really scared about. But as for the format as a whole, though, it takes your brother literally getting 33rd place for you to win a YCS. You know, I saw George Machete, the owner of PPG, was talking about, you know, how PPG and Faisal's team that him and his brother are on, it's like the two hottest teams in the moment, and it's no big surprise that Faisal is on a very hot streak at the moment as a player. I don't think a lot of people talk a lot about the players' names and things like this, but Faisal's been a big name in the Midwest. I deal with this little dude all the time at my regionals. I love picking on Faisal. He's a good guy. Did he deserve this win? Yeah. Him and his brother, they've been traveling to events for years. If you've been to a YCS level event, you've seen Faisal and Imran to some capacity. And this was a very, very good thing for them, because they've been working for this for years. Now, they're two of probably one of the better sets of players I've seen in this game. And you've definitely been able to see it with Spyrals to some capacity, that they've got the formulas, they know to the level of innovation that they've been doing, and it's been working out really, really, really well for Faisal and Imran so far. It's a shame that Imran didn't make it to the finals, so we could get that repeat brother versus brother match, because that almost would have had to have been the feature. But still, nonetheless, this is very, very, very cool to see. Outside of that, the thing is, this format is not as cancerous as I think it is. This is one of, typically with formats and developments like this, though, most of the people that I see complain about these things, it's usually when they go to a regional level event, you know, they can't play Tier 2 and succeed. This is one of those really weird formats where Tier 2 can arguably be as good as Tier 1 and can succeed. You know, you've just got to squeak into that top 8 spot. You know, you're playing for the playmat. I know I've heard a few people be like, well, it's just a glorified win-a-mat. Sometimes, yeah. You know, these 300, 400-man regionals, you're playing for pride in the area. Don't discount them just because they're not 900 to 700 people, you know. But if you can take Rogue, I'm pretty sure even Blue Eyes can top. If we have a Zephyra deck topping a regional, and Paleozoic and True Draco, and you're seeing these Spiral decks not succeeding, I think what it is it's very interesting, because at higher tier events, I think more people are geared more towards playing the mirrors. And if you go into a regional level event and your deck is geared towards literally beating Spyrals, but yet you run into Paleo, True Draco, and things like this, you know, you lose because those main deck outs that you're playing, they hurt you. it's really interesting and intriguing. This is a good spot in the game's history. We're in a very good format at the moment, a lot more than I think people are going to give it credit for. But we're going to be here for a while because there's no sign we're getting the Link Reigns back. So guys, what do you think about this format? You know, get your pitchforks ready in the comments section. I don't want to play against Spyrals. I mean, then go play Paleozoic with evenly matched in the main deck. You'll be fine. You know, we've seen the evenly matched has been allowing Rogue to stay on top of these things. And, you know, I've been an advocate of wanting the card to be gone, but the card is what's helping Tier 2 at the moment. A lot more than I think people are going to give it credit for. So, guys, what do you think about the YCS? Congrats, Faisal. You deserve it. Sucks to suck, Cameron. I feel bad for you, bro, but, you know, someone's got to get the 33rd. You know, you can't go for 2 tops in a row. You know, it's not how it works. All right, guys. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.